Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to show you how to tune the ukulele using what we call relative tuning. Now this is like, say you're out camping somewhere and you got your ukulele in your backpack and you're walking around and you don't have anything else around. You know, there's no other instrument. You don't have pitch pipes. You don't have a tuning fork, and you don't have another instrument. So what you want to do is first off, I start off with a third string. So the third string, just get into say, well, that sounds sort of right. Okay, so if it's, and this also helps if you just want to tune the ukulele to your voice, a range that's good for your voice. But anyway, so we're going to start off with the third string, and what we want to do is I'm going to put my second finger here, and put it on the 4th fret. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 4th fret right there. So, and I'm going to digress a bit, but when we're talking about the structure of the ukulele, we call these metal bars here the frets. So actually when you fret, that is to fret the string. What you're actually doing is you're putting your finger just behind that fret. So this is fret 1, fret 2, fret 3, fret 4. So you're putting it behind the 4th fret. So behind this way. So from here onward, the string is still vibrating. That's what frets do. They stop the string from vibrating down here. So what we're doing is we're temporarily shortening it. And that's what allows us to change the pitch, because using physics, the smaller an object is, the higher it's going to vibrate. The higher frequency it's going to vibrate at. So that's what the frets are for, stopping the strings. So again, I'm going to put my second finger here at the 4th fret. And I'm going to play my second string open. So you're going to have to have your finger curled enough so that it clears the second string, because if you don't, then you're not going to hear that second string vibrate. So it's going to be curled, right, like that. See that? That's kind of how we want to do it. So again, 4th string open, and I hear that, and it helps if some people are a little shy about singing, but sometimes when you're starting out, it really helps if you try to match the tones with your voice. So you can feel that this pitch is lower, so it needs to come up. A little bit close. A little bit more. Just a tad. And you can, when it's real close, you can start to hear that beating. And that's the frequencies of the two strings going in and out of phase with each other. So what happens is because the frequencies are closer together, they'll start to smooth out and just become a nice smooth sound. Pretty close for me, I don't know. So now the next one we're going to do is we're going to do the second string to the first string. Second string to the first, but we're going to put our finger, this time we're going to put it on the 5th fret of the second string and play the first string open. The open means that we're not fretting any of the frets. pretty good for ukulele work, as they say. And now the one difference is that, well, for the fourth string, what we do is we actually fret that one at the second fret. And that reason is because the second fret of the first string is the same as the first string open. So I can hear that. It's pretty flat. There we are. Oops. Sometimes, it helps to do what we do. What I'm doing here is I'm playing the octaves here. So the third fret of my first string is the same as an octave higher than the third string open. And you might ask yourself, well, and I'm sure what'll happen is you'll do something like this, and then you're going to go and you're going to check it with your tuner, and it'll be off. It'll be off a little bit, right? If that is to say you tuned your third string exactly to C, and then you went and relatively tuned it. And the reason why it's off is because the frets aren't perfect. That's to say that, in Western music we use tempered tuning. But not every luthier is the same, and there's a lot of difference in sometimes the way that the strings are made, and some adjustments have to be made if you really want a very well in-tuned instrument. So if you do this, relative tuning, and then you go check with a tuner, electronic tuner, it'll probably be off by a bit. That's because some of the notes are more out of tune than others. And so what you do when you're playing ukulele or other fretted instruments a lot of the time is you want to concentrate on tuning the notes to the key that you're in. And that's something you'll learn as you advance. As I say, you pick out the notes that are within and try to get those more in tune than others for the key that you're playing in. Unless of course you're playing jazz, and then that's a whole other difficult thing. So, thanks for watching.